Hey guys, Giselle here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I have been maintaining my nails at home during this quarantine with the PolyGel Nail Builder system. This video was filmed over the course of 2 days, so you are going to see two different towels here. But I wanted to just give you guys an idea of what you can do on your own with your nails, what you can order from Amazon or order from a beauty supply store to maintain your nails at home while you are unable to get your nails done by your favorite nail tech. I feel you, girl, but we do not have to struggle any longer. So I hope you enjoy this video. So this is the PolyGel kit that I have. This is by the company Makartt, and I did get this on Amazon a couple years ago. So I do apologize in advance if you are unable to get this exact one due to the shipping and delivery delays from Amazon. There are other suppliers that make PolyGel, so maybe you can get it from another company, but it is sold in a kit and it is a nail builder system. So it is sort of like a hard gel. It's not gel polish. It is meant to form a hard overlay on top of your nails. So in this kit comes 6 different colors of PolyGel, ranging from a light pink and all your different pinks to a white to a clear. So you definitely have a lot of possibilities here. Then you have the top coat and the base gel. Then you have the little tool, which is a double-ended tool. It's a spatula on one end and a brush on the other end for the actual application. And then you have the nail forms. So basically the PolyGel system is a system that uses nail forms to create nail extensions. So I'm going to be showing you 2 different ways of using this. One is using the nail forms that come in the kit, and the other way is just using it as a regular overlay, sort of like a nail polish. So what I'm doing now is just grabbing the right size nail form that I need for my nail extension. They are numbered similar to press-ons, so when you go and get your press-ons, you look at the numbers and match it up to the nail that fits. So it's the same system with the PolyGel, and it's really important that you get the right nail form for the right nail, as it will help with the application process. First step is to apply a very thin layer of your base gel. This will help the PolyGel stick to your natural nail, or in my case, the little bit of PolyGel that I have left from removing. And you're going to cure that base gel for 30 to 60 seconds. Now we're going to take our PolyGel and get a nice sized dollop to place on our nail form. And as you can see, I have a cup filled with acetone to keep my spatula and my brush there so the PolyGel does not stick to anything else besides itself. So I'm going to apply a good amount on the nail form, focusing towards the cuticle and in the middle. And from here, I'm going to basically spread it out thinly towards the cuticle area and kind of a medium thickness going up towards the rest of the nail. It's really important to pretty much do this step as well as you can, definitely trying not to get any air bubbles that will cause the PolyGel nail extension to not last as long and let moisture in, getting it to the similar thickness all around the nail so you don't have to file too much. This step is really important, and it's important to just take your time. It takes practice. I am not perfect. I actually don't like using the nail forms, but I just wanted to show you guys how to do it, how I do it at least. Okay, so now that I have my PolyGel all set, this is how much I have in my nail form. Like I said, I am not perfect, so it does not look very pretty, but this step is the most important, the actual application to the nail. So you want to apply this on a 45-degree angle and gradually press the nail form down onto your nail. This is not a race. You do not have to do this very fast. As you can see, as I'm pressing down, you can see the air or the rest of the PolyGel pushing out onto the free edge of my nail. This is really important. You do not want to just plop it down because you will create air bubbles. Now, you may have some spillage on the sides of the nail. That is perfectly fine. You can clean that up with your little brush and your acetone, or you can file it off after you have cured it. So after you have set your nail form in place how you want it, you now can cure your nail form for 60 to 90 seconds. So now that your extension is all cured, it's time to take the nail form out, and basically all you want to do is squeeze and twist and turn it until it pops clean off. You should not struggle with this step at all. And as you can see, now you have a nail extension. It is pretty smooth. It's pretty good to go at this point. All you really have to do is maybe file the side some, file the top and the cuticle area. So here I'm taking my e-drill and I'm just going to file down the cuticle area as smooth as I can so that it looks like it's coming out of my nail naturally. Duh, I mean, isn't that what we're trying to go for here? I did have a small air bubble near the cuticle area, so what I did have to end up doing is adding a little bit more polygel in that area, which is, you know, perfectly fine. Like I said, I'm not perfect, so I did have to do that, and I was able to do that fairly easily and just smooth that down at the end before I finished off with my top coat. Right here, I am filing the underside of the nail because there was a little bit too much polygel and it was pretty thick at the tip of the nail, and I did not like that. So I'm just filing the underside as much as I can, really just taking my time and making sure the nail looks as well as I can make it look with my limited knowledge and skill set, but I still think I did a very good job. So yeah, just filing the underside of the nail, filing the cuticle areas, the side walls, all of that so it looks perfect. Now my last step is just buffing the nail down smoothly. Like I said, I did have to add a little bit more polygel towards the cuticle area. So if I didn't have to do that, I probably didn't have to do this step because the nail was already smooth and good to go. But because I did do that, I did decide to buff it so it is all smooth and the top coat application can go down very smoothly. So your last step is to apply the Top It Off top coat, and this is a no wipe top coat. So basically after this step you are good to go. This is a really good top coat, actually, just not even for this process, for the polygel process, but just in general. I have used it on regular gel polish manicures, so I would definitely recommend this top coat just as a regular top coat. I don't know if they sell it individually, but I would be interested in just buying it. And after curing for 60 seconds in your LED lamp, you have a brand new nail. So now I'm going to repeat the same process on my natural nail. I'm just going to do an overlay. I'm not going to be using the nail form, but the same steps apply. So I'm doing the base coat, then the polygel, and then the top coat. Now for the overlay, I am just going to apply the polygel directly onto my nail, like I said, not using the nail form. And basically the motions that you are going to be using for this process is similar to if you have ever gotten acrylics done, the same sort of patting like motions, not a lot of swiping, but really just patting the product into place and spreading it out, making sure it's thinned out towards the cuticle and then gradually building up onto the rest of your nail. This process does take, you know, a little bit of time if you want to ensure that you get it done right the first time. That way you don't have to file so much at the end. You definitely want to make sure you don't have any holes or any bubbles during this process, because like I said, that will then disrupt the longevity of your polygel set. So definitely taking your time during this step is the best thing that you can do, and there's no rush. Practice makes perfect. If you get too much on one side, then you can file it away at the end. So because we didn't use the nail form, there is a sticky sort of top layer on the PolyGel. If you use the nail form, you don't have to worry about this, but because I didn't, I do. So I'm going to be using my hand file to kind of buff away at that sticky top layer because I don't like it getting on my e-file. It kind of just gunks up everything and then I had to clean it off. So using my hand file to start off that initial filing process. And I'm not going to shape my nails into anything spectacular. I'm just going to do them at their natural square shape. So I'm just filing away at the sides and the top as much as I can. So now I'm going in with my e-file and a little sand bit drill, and I do prefer the e-file for certain things, especially going around the cuticle area. I feel like I cannot get that same preciseness with my hand file, so I'm using that around the cuticle area and just to overall smoothen, is that a word? Smooth out the nail as much as possible, making sure that all sides are even as far as how much polygel is left on them. So definitely making sure you look at your nail at all angles to see how even it is. And there you have it, a natural polygel overlay and a polygel extension. As you can see, there is a little bit of a color difference between them. Obviously, the nail extension is a little bit darker in color because there is nothing underneath, but that doesn't matter because I'm not going anywhere. So I did want to show you guys just the two ways that you can use polygel, or that I have used polygel, to give you options and see what you can do on your own. So I did want to show you guys a little bit of the removal process that I had to do in order for this demo. So what I'm doing here is just filing away the top layer of the polygel. So that includes the top coat and a little bit of product. With any sort of soak off system, you want to get as much product as you can off of your nail before soaking it, so you don't have to continually soak and soak and soak and then possibly damage your natural nails from soaking in acetone for too long. With any soak off system, I do recommend 100% acetone, and also soaking in acetone that is warmed up or hot. And the safest way that you can do this is by putting the acetone bowl in a bowl of warm to hot water. I do not recommend microwaving your acetone. I don't even know what would happen, but I don't think it's a good idea. So my white bowl of acetone is in another bowl of warm to hot water, and that is warming up my acetone and letting it soak into the polygel. I will say that the polygel was pretty hard to remove. I don't remember if the last time I did this it was this hard to remove. It's been a while, but it did not melt like I thought it would. When I was soaking, it wasn't melting off at all like a gel manicure or Apres would. So I kind of had to just file away as much as I could, soak, file, but really not a lot was coming off. But that didn't seem to be a problem because I still was able to build upon it with showing you guys the demo. So that doesn't seem to be a problem if you do run into that. If you are soaking off your polygel and you're trying to do a new set and it doesn't come off all the way, you are still able to do your new set and build upon the previous polygel that was on your hands. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope that I was able to show you guys an alternative way of taking care of your nails at home during this time. I hope that you are able to get your hands on a polygel kit. I do definitely think, you know, it's a good alternative to whatever you may have been doing at the nail salon, to look into, and you know, just learning a new skill. It's always good to learn how to do things yourself in case you come upon hard times like these or you just want to save some money. I definitely enjoy doing my nails myself, and I think polygel is a great alternative for some of us who don't like acrylic or any other sort of system. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until my next one, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. We lit.
Yeah. We lit. Yeah. Yeah.